There's another band that's visiting again. It's not your food. No. It's not your food. Eat your food. Eat your own food. I'm now editing yesterday's vlog, so April 8th. So my system now, as far as editing goes, is I shoot it and then I edit it the following morning. That way I can release it and it'll still be the same day as I record it. Since I'm a day ahead here in Japan, the majority of my viewers are US or elsewhere. So the idea is if I shoot it Monday, I record it Tuesday morning here in Japan, which is still Monday, majority around the world. So, you know, I get an advantage to upload it on the day that it was still technically recorded. So vlog 107 is uploaded. It ran pretty lengthy. It was actually like 18 minutes. That's the first vlog that I actually had to edit that was like 10 minutes plus since I've started doing the daily vlogs again. I guess I just didn't realize how much was actually in the vlog, just because yesterday was so hectic in time, like one thing after another, that I guess I just recorded a bunch of clips and yeah, ran a little long, but no problem. Again, I'm not worried too much about the time with these things. I think, again, you know, people will consume them if they have the time to, and if not, then, you know, no harm, no foul. But anyways, today's been a kind of a slow day for me as far as getting off. Like, I have days where I can ease into my productivity right away and like things I need to get done, and there's other days like today where I need that little pick-me-up, and it's like 4:40 in the afternoon right now. I'm having my first cup of coffee because I had a cup of tea earlier, so hopefully that gets things going. Eight o'clock at night now, and I'm taking this guy out for his walk, and also getting some fresh air myself after sitting inside in the office pretty much all day. So I've taken like, I feel what's like an unhealthy amount of naps today. It's now 11:30 at night. I just got up from being knocked out for like almost an hour or longer while I was listening to an audiobook. I was re-listening to the 4-Hour Workweek on Audible, and that being said, it's probably not the best day for me to be taking like these micro naps in between, because usually if I'm going to be staying up all night, that's fine, but tomorrow I gotta wake up by 8 a.m. to get ready to leave at 9 a.m. Now tomorrow is a Friday, and Fridays to me are both like, they're like a hit and miss for me, because Friday's the end of a work week and it's like the weekend, which is great and all of that, because like everybody's off, for majority of my friends are off, so on and so forth. However, it's also the end of a work week, and typically here, since I'm a day ahead, again, it's Thursday in the States, since I work around time zones, I tend to work Friday nights to kind of, you know, keep in contact with people stateside. But tomorrow, I'm going to be out a majority of the day because me and a couple of friends, we're all going out to a place called Aha Falls. So it's completely outdoors, it's a lake, a waterfall, all this crazy stuff. And mind you, like, I'm usually the total opposite. Like, when it comes to, like, these outdoor events and all that, like, I love the outdoors and all of that. It's just I suck at, particularly at swimming. Now, the ironic thing being here that I live on an island. I was born on an island. I just never learned to swim. And, like, here in Okinawa, as far as, like, military jobs, there's, like, a good set of jobs that the typical, like, kid will get here when you're growing up. And, like, one of them is like the number one is lifeguard. I've had a ton of friends who are lifeguards or are lifeguards today in some capacity or whatever. And the funny thing is, like, I never took the time to learn to swim. If there's like one vice or one thing that I regret never learning or taking the time to learn, especially at a younger age, it is definitely swimming, because I just suck at it. But regardless, it should be fun just to kind of get out and be a polar opposite of a day like today, where I spend most of my day indoors, all my day indoors. versus tomorrow where I'll spend the majority of it outside. But that said, now I gotta knock out a lot of stuff tonight so I can make up for all the lost time tomorrow. So this is a conversation between me and my friend. It goes as such. Get it? Because my life basically revolves around the internet and consists of being on the internet. I should have been a comedian. So you may have noticed in the background of my vlogs or videos at times I had a guitar sitting in the background, and actually I'm not musically inclined at all outside of my virtual instrument expertise. These guys right here, well, both of which are broken. This one had a broken string which I was trying to replace with this one, and this one's string was snapped, and then the other one's string snapped. So now they both have snapped strings. I did take a guitar class in high school, but I remember like nothing literally. But in all honesty, I have been trying to dedicate an hour a day to learning something new, whether it's an instrument or a language or whatever. And just recently, I've had musical interest. And it's right now it's a toss up between like really want to learn the guitar, but I also really want to buy a keyboard and learn to play that, because I think that's always been my favorite instrument, like a piano, a keyboard. I've just always loved the way that sounds, and just just really interested in both. But I'm planning on getting new strings for one of these guitars tomorrow, and hopefully in the future investing in an actual like new and legitimate guitar, because these ones are both used and old. How about you guys? Does anybody out there in the audience play any instruments? I'd love to know. If so, what's your preference or favorite, or what's your first instrument for that matter? Leave it all down in the comments below. And I really appreciate your guys' feedback and support. I know I saw a couple of you guys commenting so far on, as far as enjoying the vlogs are back and all that. And again, that support and that those comments, they're always appreciated. Thus concluding the series of unnecessary use of slow motion and this vlog.